right now we are on our way to BAM Promotions office. Yes, we're going to check out Keita, who is another young person living with albinism, but he's a rap star, you know, so I think that is so cool. You know, so we're still talking about this whole albinism issue in the country, and we've already chatted to a couple of them. So I want to find out from a young perspective of a guy who's living with albinism but doing great things for the industry, you know. So now I'm all about KOL music, so I'm really happy that we're going to meet him. Apparently he's very talented. I haven't heard his stuff, but I'm sure he's good, so we'll check him out very soon and find out what he has to say about living with albinism. Yes, let's check it out. And as I mentioned, it's another day and we're still talking about this hot issue that a lot of people have issues with. Yes, you know, people have issues. As long as you're different, they have an issue with you. So we're still talking about albinism and talking about how it affects the society at large. And as I mentioned, we are here at Metcash building and we are chatting to Keita. Yes, ne? Keita, ne? Okay, nice one, man. Welcome to the show.
Hey, man, what's up?
Cool.
Nice.
So tell us, man, how was it for you growing up, you know, with a condition like albinism? Because we know that a lot of people out there are still not familiar, some discriminate, you know. How was it for you? And where did you grow up, actually?
I grew up, I can't say actually where I grew up straight, because most of the times I was in South Africa going to school, and it was the most difficult time that you could ever experience as a child, because you know that kids are like how kids are like, you know, if something is different and you don't understand it, they get to put you aside, you know. But then as you grow and you try to understand why people do certain things and you understand that you have a purpose on this earth, it becomes easier for you to navigate through life.
Nice one, nicely put. I love it. And the values that your parents instilled in you, what are the one that just stands out for you?
Most definitely, always tolerate, but be patient with people, because we all different. As for that, I respect and understand people, and I want them to understand and respect me at the same time.
And growing up as well, you know, when the kids used to tease you and stuff, I'm sure sometimes you'd come home crying and depressed. How did you get out of that element and just learn to accept that, you know, they're kids and they'll be mean sometimes?
Let's just say I had to handle them sometimes.
Took the matter into your own hands, no?
Yeah, well, yeah, that's what actually, at the end of the day, their parents were the one end up coming to my crib, like, you know, like when they get to know what was the real reason behind it, you know, like educating the kids of which was lacking at that time. Okay, it became clearer, and then they start talking to their children and stuff like that. Yeah.
And what about relationships? Getting into friendships and intimate relationships, was that an issue for you?
No, there's never.
It's not an issue, ne?
Nah.
Always got the ladies.
Like, actually, let me see. The first time I got into an intimate relationship was when I was 14. Yeah.
You started early.
Yeah, dog.
Yeah?
I was 14, so like I thought maybe it was gonna be a problem. But apparently the person I first approached, well, she never said no on that first take. So then from then I started kicking it. And as far as making friends, I have this effect on people that I don't even know how to use it, but I do know that I have it. Like if I meet up with people and then we start conversing for a certain period, and then that person will be the one calling me again. We have to be talking again, you know, like, so that's how I got to make friends and stuff like that.
Yeah, obviously, I mean, you know, I guess it's the personality that you have. You know, people want to be around you despite, you know, if you're different or whatever, yeah. And what do you want to say to people out there? You talked about people not being educated. What would you like to say to people who still, you know, don't want to sit next to you in the cab, or, you know, just funny things like that?
You know, like, there's one thing that I do like most. Have you ever seen the documentary of Tanzania about that? If people can see certain things like that and see how albinism affects other people and how they perceive it, they would understand that it's almost the same thing as apartheid. But only difference is this time we are taken for witchcraft, and we are not taken for our own person, the way we are, you know. But then at the end of it, we get to find out that we are only human like everybody else.